guys, welcome back. So today we will be studying differentiation, one of another important basic topics. Last video we have discussed integration, which is also important. Now we will learn differentiation, how to differentiate. So this is an uniform graph where the angle is equals. See, the angle is equals. So same angle we have. So you can see, if you will draw tangent and if you will magnify, so 1 will become x1 y1, 2 will be x2 y2. Now we need to find out slope, and slope is equals to tan theta, and tan theta is equals to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. By this we can solve all our problems. This is in uniform. Now we will check out in non-uniform. Now here, check this out. So here we have given like a non-uniform graph, 1 x1 x2 2 y1 y2, but now here we can't draw tangent, it's going in the line, so we need to bring 1 2 more close to each other in order to make tangent. Okay, so we'll bring 2 very close to each other. So here we drawn our tangent. Now with this tangent we can form our triangle. It will be something like that. So if you magnify this, magnify it, so if you magnify, you can have this triangle. So you can easily get this diagram. Now we have brought one to this closer in order to make tangent, that their both values nearly 0, not exactly 0, but they are very close to each other, so their value is nearly 0. So their distance will be called as dx, because small distance, small displacement, like that. So now instead of x1 x2 it will be dx, and instead of y1 y2 it will be dy. So did you understand? Because here we got, this will be dx, this will be dy. So that will give us slope is equals tan theta, y2 minus y1. Instead of y2 minus y1, what we are taking? Dy. So that will give us dy by dx. Because slope is equals to tan theta, and tan theta is equals to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So that y2 minus y1 is dy and x2 minus x1 is dx. So I hope you understood. Now that was to make you understand a basic concept easily. Now if they give you a question like y is equals to x cube, how will you solve it? So that dy by dx will be equal to, what is the it's 3. What's the power? It's 3. And now it's differentiation. In integration we used to add 1 to the power. Here we will subtract. So x to the power of 3 minus 1. So that will be equal to 3x. 3 minus 1 will be 2. That's the differentiation. Okay. We'll take some more questions to make the concept understandable. So now, if they give you another question like y is equals to x to the power of 9, so dy by dx is equals to 9x to the power, so 9, because the power is 9, so 9 and 9 minus 1 will be 8. You can do this even in mind, this is so easy. So that will be 9x to the power of 8. The differentiation will be 9x to the power of 8. Now let's solve this. So y is equals to root x. So root x we know can be written as x to the power by half. Like this, root x can be cancelled, the root can be taken out. So x 1 by 2 we can write. So now let's solve. So solution, dy by dx will be equal to half. What is the power? Half. So half x half minus 1, right? That will be the, so half minus 1 will be minus half, so that will give us half x minus half. Half minus 1 will be minus half. So minus half. So you have negative 1 half. You have half to be suppose. So like that minus half will be the answer. Half x minus half will be the answer here. Now let's do the question number 4. So here y is equals to x to the power of half. So if you can see, this is almost the same. We can do the solution even though. Okay, let's do. So dy by dx will be, power is half, so half x, half minus 1 is minus half, so half x to the power of minus half. We got the same answer. Either it's root x means take x to the power of half. Okay, so that easy. Now let's move on. So here let's move to little difficult questions now. Y is equals to 1 by 3 root x. So 3 root x can be written as x to the power of 1 by 3. This can be written as x to the power of 1 by 3. I hope you know all this. So x, it can be written as 1 by 3. It's easy, right? So that will give us 1x. So dy by dx, right? Dy by dx will be equal to 1 by, this can be written as x to the power of 1 by 3. Now to bring x to the power of 1 by 3 up, it will be, this value will get negative. So we'll choose that. That will become x minus, to the power of minus 1 by 3 by 1. Now 1 is not needed only, right? Now 1 is not necessary. When denominator is 1, it doesn't give any value. So now d minus 1 by 3, right? So now dy by dx will be equal to minus 1 by 3. Bring it down, minus 1 by 3. X minus 1 by 3 minus 1. In integration you need to add 1. In differentiation you need to subtract 1. So this will be the answer. Yeah, this will be the answer. Minus 1 by 3 x to the power of minus 1 by 3 minus 1. That's simple, I guess. Moving to the 6th question. Here y is equals to 5x cube. Okay, 5x cube. So 5 is also there, don't worry. Dy by dx equals 5 into, don't remove 5, keep as it is. 5 into, what is the value? 3. When you keep x, see, when you keep 1 by 3x, what is happening here? It is multiplying, right? So it will be into x, or you know, if it's okay if you don't keep the symbols. 3x 3 minus 1, so that will be 15. 5 3 is 15. X 3 minus 1 will be 2. 15x square will be the answer. Simple, right? Here now let's move to our 7th question, which is y is equals to 3x. So here y value is 3 by x, I'm sorry. So dy by dx. Now we need to bring this x up, so it will be more easy for us. So when you bring x up, it will become minus value. So 3x to the power of minus 1. So that will be equal to 3. Just keep 3 as it is into Now you need to bring minus 1 down. So minus 1 into x to the power of minus 1 minus 1. This minus 1 is because in differentiation you need to subtract 1, right? Don't get confused. This minus 1 is of power and this minus 1 is of subtraction. So that will be 3 minus 1 are minus 3. X minus 1 will be minus 2. 3x to the power of minus 2 will be the answer. Now here, if they give you y is equals to x, it's also easy, but it's little might trick you. So I am answering. So y is equals to x will be dy by dx is equals to x. When there is no value given, always the power will be 1. So 1 minus 1. In differentiation you need to subtract 1. So 1 minus 1 will be 0. Whenever the x to the power of is 0, the answer will be 1. Remember this. Whenever x to the power of 0, your answer will be 1. Okay. These are some important equations that you must to learn. Remember. I don't know how, but you need to remember. So when y is equals to ex, then dy by dx is equals to ex. Okay. E to the power of x. When y is equals to log x, so dy by dx is equals to 1 by x. When y is equals to x to the power of n, then this was we were doing from all the time. Okay. Then dy by dx is equals to n x to the power of n minus n. Then when y is a to the power of x, then dy by dx will be ax log a. So if you need an example for that, I can give you just a second. There. Suppose y is equals to 3 to the power of x. Then dy by dx will be here. A to the power of x. A to the power of x log 3 power. Okay. So 3 to the power of x log 3. A. So that's why. Okay, a means down value and x means upper value. You can easily do that. And here now y is equals to 5. So any constant number like 1, 2, 3, 7, any constant number is there. So dy by dx will be 0 if any constant number is given. So dy by dx will be 0. Suppose y is equals to sin x. So I have not written dy by dx due to the space. But remember, after arrow mark, it means dy by dx. When y is sin x, then dy by dx will be plus cos x. Then when y is cos x, then dy by dx will be minus sin x. When y is, so cos x sin x will be in a pair, remember. And tan sec will be in a pair. Okay? And cos x will be in a pair. Like that you can remember. When y is equals to tan x, it will be sec x square. When y it will be sec square x, okay, I'm sorry. When y is equals to sec x, then dy by dx will be sec x and tan x. Okay, they are including each other, so remember them as pair. This both as pair, this both as pair, and this both as pair, so you can remember easily. And then when y is equals to cosec x, so that will be minus cosec x cot x. And then y is equals to cot x, it will be minus cosec x square. So tan x is giving sec x square and sec is giving sec x tan x. Cot x is giving cosec x square and cosec x is giving minus cosec x and cot x. Minus cosec x cot x. That is, you need to remember this all. So you can do any problem easily. Okay. Suppose they give y is equals to 2. So you can easily tell them that the differentiation is 0. Okay. Suppose they give you y is equals to log x. So the answer will be 1 by x. X can be anything, 1 by that. If they give you this, we were doing from all the examples, we were doing this. So that will be easy. Suppose they gave you y is equals to x square. So if they ask you dy by dx, you can easily say them that dy by dx equals x square. So you will easily tell 2x. This is which one of the formula this is? Y is equals to x to the power of n x n minus 1, right? So n minus 1, 2 minus 1. So you can easily tell them answer is that the answer is 2x, right? But what if they ask you dy by dr? Now what you will say? Now what is the answer? So remember, when they ask you something and when they give no relation in the question from what they are asking, if they give y is equals to x square and they don't give any relation question like find dy by dx, so that time you need to answer that dy by dr is equals to 0 because there is no relation in the question and answer. So dy by dr will be 0. Okay, I hope that is clear. This is some of like very important question. This is like a question that may be asked for you for compulsory for exams. So remember this. Now if they ask you y is equals to sine theta, find dy by d theta, you can easily say that dy by d theta will be cos theta. If this would be cos theta, then this would be minus sine theta. Okay, remember. And now about if I ask you dy by dx. Yes, answer is 0 when there is no relation. So this will be, answer will be 0. Remember this. Now we will learn differentiation in algebra. So suppose they give you x square plus 5x and ask you to differentiate this. You'll be a little confused, but don't worry. Here dy by dx equals, so do the differentiate differently. Now take x square first. So this is, what is this, n x n minus 1, right? So that will be 2x. 2 minus 1 is 1, so 2x, right? I'll do it for you. 2x. 2 minus 1 is 1. So if you mention it or don't mention it, it's not necessary. 2x. Then 5x. 5x. So this is like e to the power of x. We have learned it. E to the power of x is equal, sorry, this is power, children. Don't get confused. This is power x, okay? So we have learned e to the power of x is equal to e to the power of x dx by dy. Sorry, I'm doing so many mistakes. Dy by dx will be plus 5x, because e to the power of x will be e to the power of x to the power of x. So this will be the differentiation. Let's take another question. You can solve this algebra if you have learned all the formulas that I have told you recently. These are very important, children. So I want you to learn all the formulas, okay? So here dy by dx equals x to the power of 3. So this is n x n minus 1. So 3x. 3 minus 1 will be 2. Okay? 2, like, do it. 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. So this will be 2. And here e to the power of x. We know e to the power of x is always e to the power of x. Now log x. Log x, we have learned the formula that log x is equals to 1 by x. Then plus cosec x. Cosec x is equals to cosec x, with which it is spelling cot x. So this will be cosec x cot x. Cosec x cot x. So this will be the differentiation of that algebra. Moving on. Here 6x. Now we know 1 by root x is x. First let's do 6x. So this is What is 6x like? It is nx to the power of n minus 1. So dy by dx is equals to 6. For x no value is there. So 6. So it will be, no, it's not that formula. Here 6x will be equal to 12x. Plus 1 by root x will be x to the power of minus half, right? This will be x to the power of minus half. Let's write it in the place of that. Now, so this is like, we will do it like minus 1 by 2x. So 1 by 2 minus 1 will be minus 3 by 2. Minus 3 by 2. Now plus 2 to the 2x will be 2x log x. This is 2x. I'm so sorry. This is 2x. So that will be 2x log x. 2x log x. And cos x is minus sin x. If that was 2 to the power of x, this, which formula is this? Now we took 2x log x. This is the formula. 2x log x is the formula. A to the power of x log a. So like that. I did right only. That was it. Differentiation in algebra. So now we will do differentiation in multiplication. So this is also called as UV method. Where y, now question is y is equals to x sin x. So this will be like u dv by dx plus v dv by dx. So this will be x cos x. So first you need to hold 1. First you need to hold 1. So let's first hold x, okay? Then sin x value will be cos x. Cos x. Plus, now hold sin x. Don't do anything to sin x. And x value will be the same. Now let's take another question for your understanding. Y is equals to, let's take x square e to the power of x. So how you will solve this is, now x square, hold x square, ex we know will always be ex only, plus now hold ex. X square means 2x, that will be 2x to the power of 1, but 2x will be also. So this will be the differentiation. Okay. Now let's take y is equals to cos x log x. So hold cos x, don't do anything to it. Dy by dx is equals to cos x. Log x value is 1 by half. 1 by x, I mean. Right? We know this. We have studied. Plus, now hold log x. And cos x means minus sin x. This is the differentiation. Now let's take one more question. Okay, let's take question sin x cot x. So dy by dx is equals to, hold sin x, don't do anything to it, sin x. Now cot x is equals to minus cosec x square x, cosec square x, right? So cot x is minus cosec square x. Okay, now plus, now hold cot x, sin x means plus cos x, so cos x. This will be the differentiation. Easy, you understood differentiation in multiplication. Now we will discuss differentiation in division, which is also known as u by v method. So now y is equals to sin x by x. This is the formula. Dy by dx is equals to u du by dx minus u dv by dx by v square. So v square means this denominator, okay, and u is the nominator. So let's do dy by dx equals, hold x, this x, first u, right? So hold x. This is v actually. This is v du. So this first take v. So x. Then sin x. Sin x means cos x, right? Cos x. Minus u dv. U means denominator. Sin x. Sin x, and then what is the denominator? It's x. So x means 1 by v square. V square means x square. Done. This is the differentiation. It's little bit tough. It took time for me as well, but as we will do the problems, it will get easier. Okay, let's move to second question. Now you need to think a lot here. This is little tricky, but I know you can do it. Okay, so dy by dx equals, here dy by dx. So now first v is x cube. So I'm doing it down. So x cube, x square. X square means 2x, right? 2x to the power of 1, but 2x also wouldn't matter. 2x plus 1 is a constant number. We have learned constant number means the value will be 0, right? Minus. Now u means x square plus 1. 1 v is x cube. X cube means 3 will come down. X 3 minus 1 2 by v square. V square is, this is x cube. X cube to the power of 2 will become x to the power of 6. X to the power of 6. So this will be the differentiation. Now it got easier, right? Yes. We'll do one more question and then we will move to chain rule. This is simple. Okay. Cot x by sin x. So dy by dx will equal to cot x. We have learned cot x means minus cosec x square. Okay, so minus cosec x square minus cosec x square. Okay, just a second. Sorry children, I did a little bit wrong. First we need to take v. And what is v? Sin x. So we will put here and below. So we'll keep sin x. Then cot x is equals to minus cos x square x. This now minus. We'll keep bracket here. Okay, so it will become easier. Yeah. Now we need u. U is cot x. So okay, cot x sin x will be cos x. Cos x by, sorry the line went a little bit, but it's okay, sin x square. So sin x square. This will be the differentiation. I hope it was easy. Now we will move to the chain rule. Now we will discuss chain rule. So chain rule is not at all difficult or something. So for chain rule, x square plus 1. Now how you differentiate that? If this would be x, you would say 1 by x and differentiate it, right? So let's imagine that this is x. Let's imagine that this is x. Okay, let's imagine that this is x. So if it was x, what would you do? If it was x, we would its value will be half. So we would take out the half, take the half out, and then x. This is x. This is not x square plus 1. So half minus 1. Right? That would be, because this is x, so its power will be half. Now you got, but now you need to differentiate it because this is not x, right? This question is not x. So you need to differentiate it. X square. So now differentiate x square. So x square will be 2x, right? And 1 is constant. So 0. Here you go. This is your answer. This you differentiated it. This is chain rule. Very simple. As you learn it, you'll get it. Let's move. Now let's imagine that y is equals to sin x square. If that was sin x, you would keep cos x and you would move on. But this is sin x. But let's imagine that it is sin x square. So, but let's imagine that it is sin x only. We are imagining sin x, right? We will go ahead just like last problem we did. So if that was sin x, you would get cos x. But square is there in reality, so we'll keep 2, right? And sin x is cos x, you know. So differentiate x. So you'll get 2x. So 2x. So that will be 2x cos x square. Okay. So you have differentiated it. Easy. Y is equals to e to the power of 2x. If it was e to the power of x, answer would be e to the power of x and we will move on. But no, it is e to the power of 2x. But we will imagine it as e to the power of x and go with that formula only. So dy by dx is equals to, so e to the power of 2x. So same we'll keep, because e to the power of, we are imagining it as e to the power of x. In e to the power of x is equals to e to the power of x. Now differentiate. It will be 2 and 1, right? So this is it. This is the differentiation of e to the power of 2x. Let's take one more question. Y is equals to log 3x square. Y is equals to log 3x square. It was log x. If it was log x, we could easily do that by 1 by x. But it is 3x square, so we will imagine it as log x. How we are imagining it as log x? It's just imagination. So if it was log x, we'll keep this, we are taking in imagining as x. So log x would be there. So 1 by x will keep. but this is 3x square, so 1 by x. Now differentiate it. So 3x square. So 3 into 2 will come down. 2 will come down. Are you able to see? Yes. So 2 will come down and x. 2 minus 1 will be 1. If you want to write 1, you can write. So this is differentiation and this will be equal to 6x. Right? So 3 into 2 into x. 3 to the 6. 6x. So it will be 1 by 3x square. 6x. This is 6x. Is it done now? So no. You can bring the 6x square here because it is 1, right? So it will be 6x square by 3x square. Okay? 6x by 3x square. Okay? Now x gets cancelled. 1x 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. So this will equal to 2 by, here 1x is still remaining. So 2 by x will be the answer. Oh, you can't see the down area. Wait. Now you can see. See, there 1 is there. So we'll shift 6x there. 6x by 3x square will be that. So 1x will get cancelled. 3 ones are 3 and 3 twos are 6. So in numerator 2 is left and in denominator 1x is left. So answer will be 2 by x. This differentiation will be, this y is equal to log 3x square differentiation will be 2 by x. So this was differentiation topic. I know this was pretty vast video, but we discussed many topics. We discussed formulas and examples of formulas. We discussed differentiation, multiplication, division, chain rule. Okay, I hope it helped you. Thank you for watching.